What's up YouTube, this is Collect Pokemon, and here today we are going through the third series of our going through all the cards in the SM1 Plus Strengthening Expansion. So the next card we have is that card that I've been saying for so many times, is the Oricorio again. So we've seen the Fire Oricorio in the first half of the video. We're going to see the second Oricorio here. This is a lightning version of it. So basically it has 2 attack, Feather Dance. During the next turn, this Pokemon's Crackle Punch does 100 damage. Ouch. Being a basic Pokemon that can output 100 damage with 1 energy in 2 rounds, I think it's quite a nasty Pokemon. 90 HP, basic Pokemon. So, second round technically, potentially, you can one-shot people before they can even evolve. So, quite a potential. I mean, there's quite a lot of potential in this Pokemon. So if we just zoom in for you guys to take a look. Nasty Pokemon. So, the next Pokemon we have is another Oricorio. So this second Oricorio is a psychic one, so it has Vital Dance. When you play this Pokemon from your hands into your bench, you may search your deck for up to 2 basic energy, reveal them and put it in your hand. 2 energy, put it in your hand. So if you're playing a deck without a lot of energy but a lot of Pokemon, this is useful. This is pretty much your, I was about to say trainer mail. Not trainer mail, but what do you call it? Professor's letter. Pretty much. Alright? So, quite a nasty Pokemon. And you have a Psychic and a Colorless NFG, and you can use this attack on Casual Slap, which is to slap 30 damage off your opponent. So let's take a closer look at this card. Alright. So it's like a little Hawaiian dancing Oricorio. Alright. So the next, I'm going to put this card on the side here. I'm going to show you guys, put it back down a bit. The third card we have in this third part is another Oricorio. And again, it's a psychic type Oricorio. So just for you guys to compare the difference, I'm just going to pull this back down here. Move this onto here. So we have a psychic Oricorio and a psychic Oricorio. How beautiful is that? So we've just mentioned something about this. We're going to move that one away. I'm going to move this into the picture. And it has a omnious dance. So for each Pokemon in your discard pile, place a damage counter on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. This reminds me of Night March, Technically you just kind of, kill all your own Pokemon and you can put damage counter in any way you like. And then you get a Revolution Dance, which is 30 damage. You can't use this attack unless a stadium is in play. That kind of sucks. But, I'm pretty sure a lot of stadium cards are coming out, and I think that, after this set, a lot of people will use stadium card. So, this is a nice touch. Double colorless, you can put it in any deck. You don't actually have to put it in the psychic deck. So let's take a little closer look. So instead of having a Hawaiian theme, this one is more like a, I don't know, like covering your face, kind of theme. So, okay, not a bad card, not a bad card at all. So, I don't know how I'm gonna put it in the deck, but The next card we have is the Marini. So the Marini, that's a poison sting. Your opponent is now poisoned. How lovely is that? It doesn't even do anything. It's just 1 psychic energy and poison it. And every 2 turns you lose 20. Every turn you lose 10 damage. So I guess it's not bad. Yeah, so you guys can take a closer look. So this is the next card, which I think it's worth mentioning. So a lot of the cards, to be very honest, are not going to be worth a lot of money. It's not very playable. It's for collection. This card However, it's quite an interesting one. This is the Toxapex GX. The Toxapex GX is the evolution of Marini, and the first attack it has with 1 psychic energy, it's Spike Cannon. 30 times, 4 coins. This attack does 30. Technically, no, it's possible you do 60 damage with 1 psychic energy. I mean, technically you can also actually go up to 120 damage with 1 energy, but I highly doubt that you're gonna get, 4 heads. I love this second move. 3 psychic energy, very costly, but the active opponent is now poisoned. Put 10 damage counter instead of 1 between turns. What is that, man? So that's technically 100 damage straight on, and if you don't retreat your Pokemon, 200 damage. And if you don't even retreat that, you pretty much die. I can't think of any Pokemon with 300 HP. No, there isn't. So, next we have the GX skills, which does 150 damage, prevent all effect of attack, including damage done during your next turn. That's a very nasty one. So basically, yeah, there's nothing much you can do to it, to be very honest with you. Maybe a Mewtwo using a damage counter switch, but still, Mewtwo would die. Because 150, Mewtwo weakness, 300 damage, dead. So, very nasty card. So it's more like, oh, I can kill you and you can't even revenge. So we're just gonna look closer to this. Yes, put 10 damage counter on it instead of 1. So this is a very, playable card, but it really depends on how or what kind of set you put this into. Yeah. So we'll see. We will see. Alright, the next card we have is, we've seen this around 10 million times. It's the Cogsmaw. The Cogsmaw draws a card. That's pretty much it. I don't even know what to say more about this, but just draw a card. Just gonna get a little close up, wiggle it around, and we can move on. So the next card, obviously you guys know, it's the Cosmoem. Okay, it adds 30 HP, it has teleport. Switch your Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. Now that's one of the most boring Pokemon you can ever get. So, actually, I don't know if I should say boring, but I mean, I could say the most useless Pokemon. Sorry if I offended anyone. But, alright, so here comes something better. So this is the Lunala. So you evolve it from the Cosmoem. So, Burst Ball, 40 times damage, deals 40 times the number of psychic energy attached to this Pokemon. Wow, 40 times the number of psychic energy. Imagine you have a Solgaleo GX. You can put 5 energy onto your Pokemon any way you like. Put 5 on this guy. The next turn you retreat Solgaleo, put this up, the 6 energy. 240 damage. Very decent. Very, very decent. If you have any max, the max PP max or whatever, you keep adding energy on this guy. Quite scary. So the second half of this attack is called Full Moon Wing, which does 130 damage. Move all energy attached to this Pokemon to your bench Pokemon in any way you like. Oh, that's really cool as well. If you have 2 or 3 of them, you can just, keep moving all those energy onto one single Pokemon and, switch it out. Bam! Whoever dies. So, it's kind of like a safeguard kind of thing. So, when you're about to die, you use the second move, just to save up all your psychic energy. Mean. That's a very mean Pokemon, I would say. Ooh, forgot to show you guys a close-up version. So, very nice looking Pokemon. Alright, and note the retreat cost, guys. Note the retreat cost. There's 2 retreat costs. Because later on in part 5, we're gonna go through the trainers. Okay, so a couple of cards to go. I think 3 more. This one is the Shudo-Wudo. Okay, anyway, so the ability is called Blocking Path. When this Pokemon is playing, your opponent can only have 4 Pokemon on the bench. If the Pokemon has 5, they have to retire it. Okay. So they must discard it until they have 4. If there's any other effect in play, the number of Pokemon bench does that after the one has. Okay, the effect restricting the most number of Pokemon has priority. So if you have a red card and you have this, the red card I think give 3 Pokemon. No, not the red card. I think it's the Parallel City gives 3 bench Pokemon. So if Parallel City is in play, this ability does pretty much nothing. Good. So moving on, the second half is Rough though, which is a 40 damage straight. That's about it. And it's a basic Pokemon, so what it means is that if you have a Alolan Muck, it can block all these abilities. So just have to kind of watch out for that one. So just gonna show you guys the card. Alright, 2 more cards to go. This has been quite a long video because I've been talking a bit too much. We have the Mud Spray, Mud Bray, which does double kick, flip 2 coins, 30 times the number of head. It's as simple as that. So the artwork, it's actually really cute, I think. It has 80 HP, so for basic Pokemon, it's really not bad. I mean, the Arcarios has 90, but they can't evolve. This one can evolve to a Mud State, which has enhanced stamp, 60 plus damage. If this Pokemon has a 2 attached to it, it does 60 more. Oh my god. It does 120 damage. That's quite nasty. Because if you add the tool, and that tool is that new muscle band like card, it can do 150 damage each turn without any penalties. Ouch. I love the other one. It's called 100,000 horsepower, which is 180 damage, and this does 40 damage to itself. Oh wow, this is pretty much a very solid raw damage dealer. But with 140 HP, you know, I'm worried to put free fighting energy onto this guy, but that's it. So guys, that is part 3 of this series. So remember to subscribe to my video, check out my other video, not subscribe to me, check out my other video, like and leave your comment. Let me know what you feel about the set, which card would you want to put into play. Without more to say, this is it. This is Collect Pokemon. Peace.